Welcome to episode 14 of Curious Conversations. We are going to do a Hyrox recap. We are recording this a couple of days after Hyrox Warsaw. It won't actually get released until the Monday after because we're ahead of time. We're organised. But yeah, we're going to chat about the weekend overall, like how it was. We're going to chat and go into detail about the actual race. Both races we'll chat about. The doubles race, we'll also chat about the relay, and then we'll talk about what's next for us, like within goals, like Hyrox, running, etc. So let's chat about the weekend overall. I feel like you came back with a pure buzz, as did I. Let's chat about it.
100%, mate. Totally. It was I've been saying to everyone, it's probably my favourite trip I've ever been on, mate, honestly, because like everyone was together. Obviously, all the Sin team, obviously Big Fraz coming and stuff like that. It was just like top class. I think Warsaw was beautiful as well, so that made that a little bit better. But yeah, mate, for the word go, like all races aside, the vibes were incredible from the airport going to the airport back. So yeah, mate, great time.
Let's run through what the weekend looked like. What was it?
So basically, what time we fly out? Around about afternoon. Flew from Edinburgh.
Mm-hmm.
That was to Poznan. We got a flight to Warsaw. that flight. Well, what were we playing again? The card game.
Pontoons.
Mate, honestly, I could have stayed on that flight for like hours.
Yeah.
It was just hilarious. We got that red berry bun as well. It was just incredible. So fun. Landed in Warsaw. Got a taxi straight to the hotel, which was beautiful. Really good. Shout out Emma for picking that out.
Yes.
That was just a great hotel, lovely room. And then, yeah, kind of just found our feet a little bit. Went and get something to eat. Headed back to the hotel and just laughs the full time. And then woke up the next morning. Me and you went and got a coffee, went to Lidl, and I knew instantly, as soon as I woke up and we got out there, I knew it was going to be a good day.
Yeah.
Honestly, it was weird. It was just weird. I felt it. I felt just like constant good feeling, good vibes. We went, obviously got our food for the morning to fuel up for our races. And yeah, got ready, headed to the stadium, and the rest was history.
Yeah. As you'll see, if you watch the vlog, you'll be able to see the stadium. The stadium was one of the best parts, walking or driving to it first off in a taxi.
Totally.
Because we knew that it was in a stadium, and we knew the name of the stadium and that, but none of us actually looked at the stadium or what it was. It's the Polish national football team stadium, so it's like Hampden of Poland, and it's massive. It's genuinely massive. And I remember the first time we seen it in the taxi, we were like, that can't be it. It's genuinely huge. But that was cool. Even just walking up to it, you can hear the guy on the mic and Hyrox just shouting. You can hear the crowd already. It was just an unreal experience for that part.
100%. I think it was like a dream as well, like a dream course for us. Obviously, there's a few places, a few bits that were kind of muddled up in terms of station order. But besides that, mate, it was like an absolute pleasure. It was nice and cool.
Yeah.
And stuff like that, and it was just incredible, mate.
Yeah.
So good.
It was a very good setup, very good setting, which made our race easier than it would if it wasn't.
Yep.
But we got warmed up, had a little bit more food, some caffeine, and then what were we on? We were on 11:40.
11:40.
So yeah, we
the guys thought I fucking missed it.
Yeah.
They thought
Aiden did almost miss it.
No, I didn't. I was there. I knew.
He's lucky that I'm a calm person. And
You're chill, yeah.
I'm too laid back. But Aiden turned up to the start line. It was less than a minute to go. It was less than a minute.
I think it was a minute and 30 seconds to go.
Yeah, until we actually went through. And for people who have done Hyrox, Like before you actually get to the start line, they need to check like your number on your arm, and then once you go through, it's like all the athletes are already there. So we're like squirming through people, like to get to the front, and yeah, we started. Well, let's talk about the rest of the weekend before we talk about the race. After doubles race, we watched the rest finish. We watched Fraz and Dale. They managed to get a big PB as well. They got sub 58. Ryan and Haggis finished right after them. They were sub 59. And it was so good to watch them as well. We've obviously just finished.
Mate, I was jealous. Because they basically all finished together. It was a big, brilliant photo.
Yeah.
Pure belter. Had their names on the screen and everything. I was jealous.
Yeah.
But
that whole hour after that was just such a buzz because everyone had got the goal they wanted. Everyone had got a PB. It was just very good vibes.
Everyone was on cloud nine, man.
Everyone was. After that, me, Aiden, Fraz headed back to the hotel to get some food, get some rest. Well, we said we were going to have a nap, but all of us done the exact same thing. We all closed our eyes for an hour and like didn't talk and like just like you're trying to get to sleep or whatever. But all I was thinking in my head was about the relay at night time, and like I was planning it through in my head. And then when we all woke up, or like said we woke up, every single one of us done the exact same thing. Just closed our eyes and
that's
didn't say
all
anything.
I was doing. That's all I was doing was envisioning the relay. Like, that's all I was thinking about.
I know, it's just quite sad.
Aye, quite sad.
But yeah, I couldn't get to sleep because I was thinking of it. But yeah, after that, got up, we fueled up for the race. We all got a monster.
Yeah, money.
We all got a white monster at 6 o'clock at night, which is usually against the doctor's orders. But we said performance over sleep for one day. So well, I slept like a baby anyways that night.
It worked to be fair.
Yeah, then we all headed back to the stadium. We had to be there for 6:30 for starting for 8 because the briefing was on to run us through the relay. We thought it was going to be similar to what it was. So we done that, and then we raced at 8 o'clock. Chat about that again when we get to the race part. After that, myself, Aiden, Fraz, Paul and Kyle, we all headed out to the Old Town, got some food there. There was nothing open, literally. We just got like a
that's my Polish.
Yeah, Polish stand. Then on the way back, we got lime scooters, which was so good.
Mate, it was peak life. It was genuinely peak life. Like I couldn't stop saying to them, like even when we were sitting in the Old Town, like all of the boys, like all I was saying was like, just take this in, because this is gonna, like, very very soon. This is gonna be a distant memory, and what is it now? It's a distant memory. So. That's what I was saying to the boys when we were like on the lime scooters as well. Is that this is so good. We need to just appreciate this and be in this moment right now, because there's going to be times where we look back and wish we were in that moment. So yeah, it was so good.
Yeah. And we all head back, slept like a baby, straight to. In fact, no, we went straight to bed because we met Ryan, Dale, Haggis. They were playing pool.
They were fucking steaming
when we went in, and all three of them were wrecked, shouting at each other, slagging each other.
Dale was slaughtering Ryan and Haggis for beating them, and Ryan and Haggis were bullying Dale because he done absolutely nothing when it came to the doubles. Fraz absolutely carried his ass. But nah, it was good fun. Good to see them enjoying themselves when we came back. And just getting on as a laughs.
Yeah, so that was a buzz. But we after that slept like a baby. We all got up next day, had some breakfast at the hotel, checked out, and then went for a big walk around Warsaw, didn't we?
Yeah.
It was warm.
It was nice.
It was nice. And yeah, as Aiden mentioned, I've been saying to people as well, I loved Warsaw, like, as a city. It was so nice.
Beautiful, so clean, good vibes, quite modern.
Yeah, really modern.
I want to go back.
Yeah, the the whole like the skyline was so nice, big nice buildings. The old town was nice as well. Yeah, I would definitely head back as well.
Definitely.
Yeah, let's cover the race.
Yeah, let's do it. We'll go doubles first.
Yeah, so let's go. We noted down some numbers in terms of Glasgow, which was almost like exactly a month before. So for Glasgow, overall we were 44th out of 627 athletes for men's doubles for our age group, and like we said that Glasgow was stacked. Like there was so many great athletes at Glasgow. I think UK in general, there genuinely is. Seems to be like all the big ones in the UK, Glasgow, London, Birmingham, Manchester. They're all sold out almost instantly, and they have a lot of athletes within them as well. And then Warsaw, we came 8th in our age group out of 164. When we finished our doubles race, we were 4th in our age group. Remember?
Yeah,
we're like,
we
could have got a flag. And then that didn't turn out. We looked at it like, I don't know, half an hour later.
It was the day after, wasn't it? Because there was another set of men's doubles to go, so
yeah.
we thought we were quite close to the podium. Turns out we weren't too close, but 5 spaces off.
Yeah. That was amazing. In terms of what we pulled out some numbers and looked at our splits for our runs, our splits for the workouts, and we seen like how much we improved on. And what we said, if you listen to the first Hyrox, I was talking about it, like going into it, we said that we were going to push the runs a little bit more, and that is pretty much exactly what happened, because the average run in Glasgow was a 4:05 pace. Average run in Warsaw was a 3:57 pace kilometres, and the workout for Glasgow was 22:12, and the workouts for Warsaw was 22 flat, like 22 on the dot. So like in terms of the workouts, they were almost the exact same. 12 seconds of a difference is nothing. Whereas in terms of that's quite a lot in terms of the runs, how much we pushed. Did you think that we were that much of a difference in terms of the runs?
Did I feel it at the time?
Yes, on the first one.
Yes, on the first one. This guy came fucking busting out the seams, man. This guy was running so hard for the first few laps. So all I was thinking in my head is how am I going to keep up with this guy? But nah, I felt it. I felt it when we first started. Obviously, I was looking at my watch and stuff as well, and you need to take your watch with a pinch of salt, especially when you're doing a Hyrox, I think. But I could tell we were going a lot faster. I felt it.
Yeah.
Like you could feel it. Just by the way we were moving. But the first 3 stations, I think both of us felt like fucked.
Yeah.
I felt knackered.
Yeah.
For the first 3, because it was one of those ones like we did come out quite hot. We did.
We're just going to get the actual splits up
for the first ones,
so that we can go through them as we go.
Aye, so first one rapid. Second one was probably
or let's go the race run through. So like we'll do the first run, then we'll do the workout and so on. We'll chat through like how we're feeling at that moment, because so as we said, like we got to the start line, and like we had 10 seconds before it was actually starting. This guy goes for a piss right, literally 5 minutes before the race.
It was needed.
Well, it worked out.
Yeah.
So the first run. What is the first run? About 0.8k.
Aye. I don't know about that.
It's a little bit shorter because of where the start line was. You didn't have to run as much as a usual K. So we came out hot in that one. And our split. We ran 2:55 in the first one, so we were going way faster than what we would. At the time, though, I didn't feel like it was. But
It felt good. Like it felt rapid, but I felt good in that.
Yeah.
It was only till we came into the ski I was like, fuck.
Yeah, so we got into the ski first out of our heat,
Yeah.
which we never done in Glasgow. I think we were like third or fourth in
Yeah.
Glasgow.
Yeah.
And yeah, we managed to do the ski in 3:48. That's including the rock song.
Yeah.
In it. Yeah, but how we were feeling during that. So we split it 250, 250, 250, 250. But I realised, so I went on the ski first, and I realised like 100 metres into the ski, I was like, oh no, oh no, I'm feeling gassed here. And then I finished the 250, Aiden's on the 250, I'm like, I'm already getting in my head. I'm like, I've ran too fast there, and I've no idea what's going on in this guy's head. I think it's probably best to do that during a race, like, especially at the start, because at the start, if you're already saying to your partner, I'm gassed here, I'm fucked. It's just getting in your
I don't want to hear that as well.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear someone like pure tell me they're pure struggling, because it rubs off on you.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to hear like, oh, I don't know if I can do this. I don't want to hear that shit. I want to hear like, let's go, we can do this, we can break through it, because that's what I'm saying in my head. I can remember vividly having that conversation with myself when we were going around the track, because I can remember feeling like really, really bad on like the second run.
Yeah.
So that was after the sled push. Is that the third run?
Yeah.
Well, I was like, had to really have a conversation with myself, and I was like, right, this is where you need to kind of like bite down and kind of push through, because it's all well and good like performing when you feel good, but see, when you feel bad, that and you still kind of are able to break through that and perform, that's how you show what type of kind of mentality and personality you've got.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was a struggle, but we broke through.
Yeah, we broke through it, finished the ski. Our second run, we done 4 minutes flat on the dot, into the slide push. Slide push again, I think because we're pretty gassed, that I was both sleds, I was getting in my own head, but I didn't say to you, and you said the same afterwards. Like, I was thinking in my head, I don't think today's going to be my day. Like, I really don't. I'm still going to push like hard.
Did you have that thought in your head?
Yeah, like
I didn't,
like,
man.
Not like
we're no.
Not like I don't know if I'm not going to quit. I'm going to finish it, but I don't know if today's my day. I might gas out here, and then like again, it's just like that fighting in your head, like of as soon as your mind tells you that, it's the other part of me saying, shut up. Like,
your mind's always telling you a story.
Yeah, it's just a narrative in your head, really. So finished the slides, then we ran our. In fact, what did we do with the slides? 143 slide push. Then into the third run, 417, which was our slowest one. How are you feeling then after the slide push?
Brutal, mate. That was the conversation. That was the conversation that I had to have with myself.
Yep.
Like, I was like, right, this is tough. Need to get going. And that kind of whole segment, those first kind of 3 runs and stations, that was what was playing in my head.
Yeah.
So yeah, wasn't feeling good.
Yep. After that one, went into the sled pull, which we done in 2:36. After the sled pull though, like, I was still feeling gassed, but usually what happens is Aiden finishes in all the stations, or well, it happens in pretty much all of them, and I'll lead the runs, so I'll set the pace for the runs. But after the first lap, going into the burpees after the sled pull, you overtook me and took over me, because
oh yeah, I remember.
I felt a little bit gassed, and like I probably was slowing down a little bit, but Aiden overtook me, and then that got in my head that, right, I need to hold to him here, because he's holding the pace here, and I think that's important, that like not every race is going to be like bang on the money, and sometimes you need your partner to take control and set the pace there. So I was just holding on to him for the other 2 laps, and then from there we were into the burpees.
Yeah, that's when it started to turn around for me.
Yeah, same.
That's when it started to turn around for me because we were getting a little bit of a longer rest time. We actually say it in the vlog before. We competed that day when we were going to Lido. That we were going to change it from 5 burpees to 7.
Yeah.
Change it to
7 or 8.
7 or 8. And that's exactly what we done. And it just allowed us to get a little bit more rest because I felt like I could batter like 7 or 8 out. And it means that he's getting a little bit more of a rest. I'm getting a little bit more of a rest. And that's when it started to turn around for us, I feel.
Yeah, I think that worked out well.
100%.
I would take that into the next race as well.
Yeah.
Because you got more of a rest, and I didn't feel like my heart rate was as jacked and than it was in Glasgow.
I felt quite comfortable. I felt quite comfortable in the burpees.
Yeah. What happened at the end of the burpees?
Bro, this gets me jacked up every time. It gives me goosebumps, because this is what I love, is kind of being there for your partner and going together, doing it together. That's why I love doubles so much. So coming to the end, I'm probably I've probably got 4 burpees left or something like that. And I'm cracking them out, and Anton's at me, right, bro, you're gonna need to hold on to me here. And I didn't actually understand what he said. I didn't really hear him as well. But as soon as we came out, I jumped over the line. I knew exactly what he said. Basically, just because our goal when we're doing the burpees is to send the burpees, send the run into the row, and then that's where we get the rest. And that's exactly what we done. It was tough. That run was tough, but that's why I love that shit so much, because it proper jacked me up, got me excited, and we pushed on, didn't we?
Yeah, because that tends to be the one after the burpees. That's the halfway point, and that tends to be the hardest run for a lot of people because your heart rate is so jacked after the burpees. It's difficult going into the row, but again, we knew that we can push that that little bit, and get the little bit of rest in a row, because you're guaranteed, with what we pull, to have 140 as a minimum, 145 rest, which doesn't sound like a lot, but it is during Hyrox. It's brilliant.
I love that. I love that part of the race, because it was I remember being behind at for most of the run in that kilometre. And then when we started to, it was the last lap, I think I was catching up a little bit more, and then that's what made me excited, because I was feeling better. I was feeling good.
That was also the part of the race where it was 20 minutes in, and Fraz and Dale and Ryan and Haggis had started, so they were on the running course. So we were slapping their asses on the way past.
Mate, there was a part where I was, I think it was maybe that run.
I think it was,
There was a part where I was running with Fraz for 20 seconds.
Yeah.
There was a part where I was running and I was like, this is nice. Someone familiar to run with.
Someone else in pain.
It's good.
Then we went to the row, finished the row in 4:07, and we actually felt pretty good, didn't we?
Felt good.
During the row.
Felt really good.
I went on first, then at this point we take our gel as well. We take a gel, and this doofus takes his gel, and half of his gel, not even his gel, takes half of his gel and just throws it at the side of the row.
I didn't even know you needed to take it away.
So when I then came off the row, Aiden went on. I took my gel. I held on to it, and then we finished the row. We're just about to we actually start running, and the judge grabs me, and she's pointing at the row, and I was like, what is it? I'm trying to get going here, and his gel, half-eaten gel, is on the floor, and she's pick that up, and I was like, this guy's halfway down the bit, running away, and I was like, Jesus, saving this guy, turning up from it as usual, just the dumbbells and sin. So yeah, but after that we got going again,
Aye, it was. I think we knew it was time to push on after that.
Yeah.
That run was good. After that, felt good coming into the farmer carries.
Yeah.
Farmer carries were smooth, really smooth. I think we moved pretty efficiently on the farmer carries.
Yeah.
Obviously one length each. So what is that? 100 metres each. 100 metres each, and then right out, nice and smooth. And then headed out. What was that? Was that the one that you went the wrong way?
So at this point in the race, so this is like I would say after burpees, that's when the race like really starts for you. Like you start like
started to get a bit delirious.
Yeah, proper pushing things. And after the farmers carries, Aiden done the second 100 metres. He put down the 24 kilos, and then the out was to like the right hand side, like the big out sign. And Aiden started running there, and I started running left, like just into the abyss. Like there was nothing. It was just like a wall there. Like so, I'm obviously like delirious at this point, like not even thinking. And he's like, all I can hear is, "Where are you going?" And I was like, "Whoa!" It just like got me out of like I don't know. I snapped out of it, and then I just like I followed him.
It wasn't like long. Like it wasn't. It was a quick transition. But it was
a couple of steps maybe, but still, I have no idea where I was going. I would have just like ran into a wall. So that happened. Then into a K. Then we got to sandbag lunges.
Yeah.
Started sandbag lunges.
Yeah.
First, and I didn't even tell you this, but first, I think after the fourth or fifth one, I could start to feel cramp in my quad. Were we done 10? We done 10 each?
10 each.
10 each. So after like 4 or 5, I got cramp in my right quad, and I was like, please go away, but it did. It was fine. We done that, jumped through them. You finished on lunges again, and then
that was it. That was when we know, like, that was the after that. That was when I think we started running after the lunges, and we knew we had to send it. And once we got round and got past it in again for the first time, that's when I checked my watch. That was the first time I checked my watch in the full race.
Yeah.
And I knew we were on for something, so that was probably the hardest I ran. That was the hardest I ran that day.
Yeah. Did you overtake me in that last run as well? Nah.
We were beside each other.
Yeah.
We were right beside each other.
Yeah. Sent the last run, and then we were on to the wall balls. We knew we were on for a PB, and we just got going straight away.
Sent the wall balls. When we came in, that's one thing. They probably could have got a little bit clearer. Like when we came into the wall balls, there was no one showing us where to go. So me being a high agency person, we ran in together, and I just fucking shoved Anton to the first like nearest wall ball area that we could go towards, and we absolutely smashed the wall balls. To be fair, we absolutely destroyed them.
We went really quick, yeah. Like we done 30. So I started. We done 30 wall balls. Aiden done 30, took us to 60. I done 25, took us to 85, and then you finished the last 15. And what did we say we got? We got sixth out of like everyone who done it.
Yeah.
So
was that 316?
316, 318 we done it. And then crossed the line, 56.49 we managed to get.
Insane.
Yeah.
How are you
feeling at the
time? Man. I was buzzing. I was actually like when we crossed the line at Glasgow, like I could proper like if you've seen the video, I was like proper giving it, like pure screaming and all that. It was quite embarrassing. You would have thought I would have won the thing, but it was good. But like with that one, I was blowing at my hole. So when I crossed the line, I was just like calm, but like just trying to get my breath back.
Yeah.
But it was I knew that I was so proud. Like a huge like feeling of pride came over me, and it just got me excited. I think like the first kind of emotion like coming away from it was like excitement for the future. Just because I believe like that was our second one together. And like second one ever. It was your second one ever. I've done 3 doubles now, but it excites us for the future. See where we can go, and just enjoy it. Just enjoy the ride, because I'm enjoying like the way we're training and stuff like that just now. So there's a lot more to come.
Too right. We both came off the back of it thinking that was the hardest ever. Like, that was so hard. It really was, and I think it was probably the second half of the race.
Yeah, it was hard, man, but I enjoyed every minute of it.
Yeah.
Like, there wasn't, because you've done events before where you're like, I hate this. This is like, I'm not even enjoying myself right now. That was like me for the half marathon there, in Glasgow. But like, I was like hurting and I was trying my hardest, but I was also enjoying it.
Yeah. Let's chat about the relay.
Yes, let's do that. Let's
Relay.
chat about it.
So after the doubles, we were, for those who listened to the Glasgow Hyrox recap, we were doing it with Dale and Ryan, and they were arguing over who was going to do the wall balls. Ryan ended up going to do the wall balls, and then we all finished our doubles. They two obviously smashed it with their different partners, and then they pretty much couldn't move after it. Both of them legs like lead, and then they pretty much couldn't do it. So that's put me off there. Andra. So we managed to call in Fraz, who was obviously up for it. He was 100% up for it. And then Fraz and Aiden played football with a lad, Paul, who they called up and got involved.
Yep.
He was more than happy to join us, and what a signing that was.
Totally, he competed that day as well and got a 58 doubles. So he was definitely, like, as soon as like Dale and Ryan couldn't do it, like, he was one of the first names that popped into my head. So it was class, really, really good. So basically, who done what? So it was Fraz starting off at ski, and he was doing row as well. Then it was Anton on the slide push and farmer carries. Then me on the slide pull and lunges, and then Paul on the burpees and wobbles. It was good. It was fun. It was intense.
Yeah.
What was our average pace for the runs? I think it was like 3:34 or something like that.
It was 3:35.
3:35. Our average run time was. So we got a time of 56:03.
Yep.
56:03. We all done really, really well. Absolutely smashed it. Obviously, it's worth adding that Fraz done an extra lap to start off, which is, I spoke about this in the vlog as well. Like, he's fresh to Hyrox. Like, it's sometimes quite confusing, and obviously we just done a double, so brain might have been all over the place. But these things happen. You need to adapt to it, and like, the thing that I'm most proud about with that race is how we adapted to it. Like, how like the mindset that we had towards it, that didn't let it affect us one bit, and I think it just pushed Fraz on more. Like, when we told him that he'd done an extra lap, he absolutely caned it, and we came out with the second place. So I think it just kind of shows how we were approaching it, and the mindset that we had.
Yeah. So we came second out of 40. Yeah, second out of 40 teams, and I loved it. Like, I loved the relay. I thought it was such a buzz. I've never actually seen the relay before. Aiden's done one before, but I've not even like watched it at any of the Hyroxes I've been at, and I really like the setup of the excitement of it as well, because the females had started half an hour before us, I think.
Yeah.
So they were still they were all in the holding pen as well, and it was just like a really good atmosphere. Like, yeah, it was harder than the doubles, I think.
Yeah, it was brutal, man.
It was so hard, because you're running like full pelt, you're running fast and hard, and then going straight into your exercise, and then you need to run from the rock zone back to the holding pen, which is, I don't know how many, 400 metres maybe?
Maybe a little bit more than that.
Maybe a wee bit more.
Maybe. But mate, the first exercise, so I was on the slide pool, I was dying for a piss. And all I could think about when I was running, I was like holding like a 3:30 pace and I was like dying for a piss, and all I could think about when I was pulling was like needing a piss. So when I came back, obviously came back from doing that, I went to the toilet, and then I felt so much better doing the lunges.
Yeah.
It was class. How did you feel with the slide push and the farmer carries?
Slide push was pretty good actually.
Smashed the slide push, man. Smashed it.
Yeah, slide push was good. I done 3 unbroken, like three just going for it, and then I took a rest in between, maybe between 5 and 10 seconds rest, probably about 7 seconds to be honest, and then pushed the last one. And my legs actually felt all right. Like I was expecting them to like blow up.
I would have struggled with it.
Yeah.
I would have definitely struggled with it.
Yeah. So like after that, the run back to the pen was hard, but not as hard as the farmer's carries. Oh my god! Like I thought I thought I was going to spew after the farmer's carries, because I think it's cause I was chatting about this to Drew this morning. I done like 3:30 odd pace, and like into the farmer's carries, and then you don't get a rest. Remember, you literally just grab the chalk, grab the kettlebells, and then
run.
I didn't rest. I done it unbroken, so it was like 200 meters of jogging, like with a weight, so it's still like quite gassy. And then as soon as I finished, I had to sprint again. Like so, it was like. Mate, I don't know, however many minutes, just hard.
See, once you finish the station, that run home is like, it's like terrible, right?
Yeah.
But you're like that, right? All I need to do is get to that relay zone, and I'm done.
Yeah.
And that's what's good about it.
I wish someone was there to video the run from the stations into the pen, because my face during it would have been horrendous.
Oh my god, the faces I make, insane.
I wish I'd got that, to be honest. What about you?
So can I address the pool? The pool felt the pool felt good. I feel like we all kind of spoke about it. I've got quite good technique when it comes to the pool. I've practiced it quite a lot, so I feel pretty efficient on it. I feel like, obviously, one thing that I do need to work on is maybe my strength. I'm probably not the strongest person, and I could probably do with working on that a lot more. But yeah, felt good in terms of technique. Coming off it, it was way harder than coming off the lunges. I felt it was weird. I had the worst stitch ever after the first one. It was like right here, and I was like, that's because we had that quite a long break. It left me, thankfully. But the run into the lunges, I felt like I could hold a little bit more of a consistent pace. I think that was like around about 130, 135. Coming into the lunges felt so much better than, like, because I done lunges in Milan as well, and it was brutal. Like, I had to stop a few times.
Yeah.
Because I was struggling so much. But those ones felt so much better. I didn't stop once. Kind of got the opportunity to like follow through most of the time as well with the leg. Didn't really need to like kind of stand on 2 feet quite a lot. So after that felt better than, as I say, the first station. And then ran home. Paul left us. And yeah.
If you've watched the vlog, and if you've not watched the vlog, go and watch Aiden going into the holding pen and then Paul running out of it.
Sprinting out, man.
He is
rapid. Rapid.
Like a whippet. His legs just go like that, like so quick.
Insane.
Yeah, so Paul's a great addition to the team. He got very like difficult stations. All the stations are obviously difficult, but he got burpees, which he was amazing at. Like,
class.
So quick
So
at,
good.
like, and you'll see it in the vlog as well. He literally just like falls to the ground, bounces off the ground, and then jumps. I definitely couldn't do that.
No, it was hard. It looked so tough, man.
And he was holding a very quick pace as well. And then exact same with wall balls. Wall balls, we get to go into like the wall ball.
Yeah.
What do you call that? Like the
holding
bit. To like cheer him on, and we got in when he was around 60, like 60 wall balls out of 100, and he'd done that unbroken. He hadn't stopped since then, but he was toiling. He was struggling, wasn't he, at that point?
Yeah, he was struggling. And
No wonder.
Quite right, man. See,
Yeah.
to be fair, like wall balls is probably one of the hardest ones to do.
Absolutely.
It's probably one of the hardest ones to do. If not the hardest.
Especially after burpees as well.
Exactly. And he absolutely smashed it.
Yeah.
He left it all out there. So I'm proud of every last one of his, mate.
Yeah.
It was the adversity that we had to fucking face.
Yeah.
And then we all kind of pushed through.
Yeah.
I'd love to get the chance to do like us four again.
Yeah.
I'd love to do that.
Yeah, I know. Maybe we get that sorted.
I'm moving it.
Yeah. So big shout out to Fraz and to Paul.
Yeah.
For stepping in and managing to secure his first flag.
Yeah. Class.
Or your second flag, to be fair. But yeah, that was the relay. After the relay, we waited about half an hour, 45 minutes before the
ceremony.
podium ceremony thing. We got that, and then we headed out to Old Town for some food, and that was so good though.
That was the best
such a good
time
feeling.
ever, man. It was just such a good feeling. All the boys done the work, and then we got the opportunity to spend a bit of time with each other, chop it up. Obviously, the boy that done doubles with Paul, Kyle, he's an absolute legend, man. Shout out to him. He filmed like most of the relay until the Osmo ran out, and he really helped us out with like holding our stuff and stuff like that, which is incredible from him. So big shout out to him.
And it was his birthday.
And he was doing that for us. So that's that takes a really solid guy.
Yeah.
So as I say, shout out to those guys. So what's next?
Yeah, this is something that me and Aiden, we went for a coffee Monday morning.
Monday
Morning after we got back, just to chat about what's next, what we want to do, like towards the end of the year, coming off of Warsaw, which was so fun but also so good, and like really like a bit of confidence booster as well. Glasgow was as well, I think, for me in particular, because I had no idea what I could do in terms of doubles, how fast I could run, how like what time we could get, and like I surprised myself, and then I knew what I had in me for Warsaw as well. I knew that we could meet that time. We done that, and we're talking about like different places that you can go to. It really Hyrox really depends, like in terms of your placings, etc., on where you do it.
Yeah.
Like UK we were chatting about earlier is very like high up. There's it's always stacked with really good athletes, really strong athletes, but you need to beat the best to be the best.
Totally.
So our main aims is just going to focus on our own game. We're not focusing on anyone else's times. We're just going to focus on us getting better, and that's the only way we can really do it. But in terms of the future, what we want to kind of focus on, this is the ideal situation as well, is we want to get one within the next kind of between 2 and 3 months, and the ideal situation would be Cardiff, which is in about 8 weeks.
Yep.
So if anyone's listening to this and they can source a men's doubles open ticket,
Please do it for us.
Please do it for us. We'll love you forever. That is ideal situation. What would we be focusing on the run up to that?
Focusing on. See, to be fair, I think there's always room to improve your running when it comes to runs. Like if you compare the Glasgow time to the Warsaw time, like it's like we've taken like a good bit off of our runs. So, and that was what 4 weeks. So just think about what we can do in 8. That's probably in terms of like taking our runs down. Obviously, there's always room for improvement when it comes to stations as well. Like I feel like I spoke to kind of Christian and the other team about like what I would maybe need to improve on coming into just all these Hyroxes, and probably a little bit more strength. Like I'd like to get a little bit more efficient with the sleds and just feel a little bit better on them, and also like ski, row, all of them. So overall, probably kind of a lot of things to improve on, as we always say. Like that was our second one together, so there's so much to improve on. But those few things I reckon we could sharpen up on.
Yeah, 100%. That's probably good to chat about. Actually, we've not spoke about that. How
Yep.
straight after the weekend, we were chatting to each other, and Aiden said that he felt like he needed a little bit more of a structure, a little bit more guidance.
A little bit more
almost.
guidance, just because like ever since I started like kind of fitness and stuff like that, I've never really had a coach. I've always kind of just done my own thing and kind of try to like wing it almost, and I feel like I've got to the point where like I'm not gonna get any fitter by just like winging it and get like I'm not gonna get any better as well, and I'm not gonna improve as a person if I don't have like a coach. Like, think about the best athletes in the world; they've all got coaches. So it was an easy decision for me, if I'm honest, obviously, because me and Anton were like, I was chiming in with his sessions that Ailey, Carly and Christian have prescribed, and I just liked them, and I liked like the conversations we had about them, and the value they were providing, and their coaching service just kind of made me want to become a part of the team, and that's what I done. Obviously still getting onboarded, and I'm just buzzing, just excited to actually kind of take it to the next level, because I believe this is what is going to take us to the next level, and it just makes it a little bit easier having the same coach, because we know where we're going, and there doesn't need to be any kind of cross communication, so buzzing.
Yeah, that's good to touch on. So yeah, that's gonna like best situation that's going to be in 8 weeks time, or around that. It might not be the Cardiff one, might be around that, and then after that it would be a pretty big block, just for the Hyrox season within Europe comes to an end around like the summertime. So there would be a big block of training around 6 months from now, which takes us to Rome and Oslo, which is on the same weekend. Sure.
Rome and Oslo are on the same weekend, yeah, I think so.
Yeah, so that was kind of what we looked at, give or take, what we want to do. We said we'd maybe want to do 3 before the year ends, so that would be number 2, and then towards the end of the year, what does that look like?
Oh, it looks like something tasty. So, end of the year, last Hyrox we are going to be doing, ideal situation obviously, as we say, Madrid in December, pro doubles, so moving into the pro category. Feel like it's a great time for us to kind of like, we've got such a great period of like training to improve on all those things, that coming into the end of the year a pro double sounds so appealing to both of us, and I feel like we could do pretty well on that as well. So yeah, Madrid pro doubles is on the cards.
100%. I think it's important to have a vision ahead as well. Like we said, we were kind of in the dark of what we wanted to do, and like I wasn't sure what I wanted to do after that Hyrox there. Like I knew I wanted to get faster, but having these in the diary is almost like dialed my training in even more. Like I'm on a recovery week this week, and we'll be finishing up on Saturday, and then it's full steam ahead from next week. But I'm excited now. I feel more zoned in because I know there's things in the future, and I think that's probably good to tie into like how important having a clear set goal is. Totally. Like that, I'm a coach and I'm well aware of that. Like it's important to have a goal, but me coming off the back of Hyrox and being like, oh, I'm not sure what my goal is, that's pretty silly of me, to be honest.
100%. That's like, there'll be one thing I would say as well. Like obviously these are our 3 main bases and where we want to go. As I say, ideal situation, but there's going to be little kind of things in between them as well that we're going to be working on. Obviously working on, as you said, like you want to get fast, so we'll have like, we'll be doing the men's 10k in Glasgow as well, and also the Glasgow half marathon in October. And there, as I say, there could be other wee mini kind of races and events that we do in between that, which is super exciting. But that's the kind of 3 that we're like building like around, almost,
and like they all tying together as well, like totally. As like it's weird though, like a lot of people don't think of Hyrox as an endurance sport, but that's exactly what it is. It is literally an endurance sport. Like you have to be good at running. It's a running event with
especially doubles,
some exercise in between,
especially doubles. Coming into I'm really excited for the pro doubles. Obviously, it's a while away. It's a long while away, but like that's something that's like quite daunting to me, and it lights me up a little bit. Like it perks me up, and as I say, I feel like you should have goals that kind of maybe scare you a little bit.
Yeah.
Just because as I said earlier on, like the strength element is probably one that I'm weakest on.
Yeah.
So it would be exciting to see how we.
100%, and
that.
it will, having that goal of like heavier weights as it is going to, from here is going to you're going to have that in the back of your head, like, oh, I need to push these sessions, I need to push these strength sessions, because in 8 months time, whatever it is, I'm going to have to push that. What's it, 200 kilo sled?
200 kilo sled.
I'm going to have to pull 150 kilo sled. I'm going to have to 32 kilo farmers carries. I'm quite scared for that, you know.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
So we're going to have to start doing that. 9 kilo wall balls. We need to sort one of them and send.
The 10.
10 kilo. Yeah.
I'll tell you something though, bro. The work doesn't lie.
Yeah.
The work doesn't lie.
Yeah, that's getting tattooed on your forehead.
Yeah, it's tattooed on my forehead, yeah.
You're going to say something else. Yeah, so that is the Hyrox recap for Warsaw. We'll do one closer to the next race as well, like how we were feeling about it, because I like these. These are a little bit more raw conversation rather than
100%. Like our goal as well, obviously, do these Hyroxes, but we want to document every single last bit of it.
Yeah.
And we're documenting it right now by speaking about it, and I can't wait to make more vlogs and go on more trips. Because it's going to be exciting, so I can't wait.
Yes, and whilst we're on that, this is part of my second vlog. Started a second vlog today, and the reason being is because exactly that documenting thing. I watched something this morning when I was having breakfast, and it was talking about documenting your life and how so many people don't do things they want to because they think they live a boring life.
Yeah.
Like a quote unquote boring life, and that's like what jumps into my mind when I think about creating content sometimes. And I'm just like, just do the thing, whether it doesn't have to be creating content, but just do the thing that you want to do.
Yeah,
literally just do it. Like, so this is part of the second vlog really for today, because I was just thinking, I wrote down like things I've got in the next couple of months. Like, I'm away a couple of times, like things are going on in sin. Like, I like documenting that stuff.
Totally.
And yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Love that shit.
Document it all.
Document it all.